Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. I know it hasn't been very long since I posted, but I got stuff to show you. So I guess most of these items are going to be going to their permanent homes soon, so I figured I would just show you what I've got done in the last few days. I guess I could have taken pictures and then posted later, but the computer and I don't get along that well. Editing is not my friend. Which is very strange because I used to be on computers all the time when I worked, but since I've retired, I've kind of moved away from computers. I would rather be crocheting or gardening or cooking or something like that. Don't get on the computer too often. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to show you what I've been up to. First thing that I did was I made a little baby sweater. Oh my goodness, thank goodness I'm showing you because I just noticed I have one end to weave in. But anyway, just a straight up baby boy sweater, and the yarn that I used is Lion brand jeans, and this colorway is Stonewash, and this colorway is Faded. I love this yarn. Now, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I can tell you the honest truth. I love this yarn. It is so soft. Now, how this came about was I've been on the hunt for Mandala yarn, Lion brand Mandala, and where I live, it is hard to come by. Well, one, I live out in the country, and two, there's not many places around here, or even close within an hour's reach, that sells Mandala. So I went on their website and looking for Mandala, and I found one. I found this one. Sorry. I found this one. This one's called Sphinx, and I love it. Love those colors. Those are my colors. Not so much the blue, but the browns and the yellows. Love. So, and it's got 590 yards, so I'd definitely be able to make something out of this. Probably a shawl, because I'm still on a shawl kick. And then while I was on the website, I only bought one, and then 4 skeins, 2 each of these, because with the exchange rate and the shipping, it's very expensive. So bought that and 4 skeins of this, and then I decided to make the baby boy sweater out of this. But I love it so much that I think I'm going to order more because it is soft and squishy, and love it. It's 100% acrylic, and it looks like jeans. I have jeans that fit both of these. I'm a cozy, comfy kind of gal, so I will definitely be buying more and make a sweater. And I had obviously the baby sweater didn't take very long, or it didn't take a lot of yarn, so I had enough to make an ear warmer. And there's no pattern, I just winged it and then added some buttons, and I made it to just kept going until it fit my head. So made that. Oh, and I have to thank all of you viewers who commented on. So I made another hat, which I'll talk about in a minute, and I was talking about the curling. The ribbing is curling. So they suggested that I go down a hook size. So I did. Look at that. It works. No curling. So thank you very much for all the suggestions. You guys are awesome. So I made that, which brings me to the hat that I made. It's a messy bun hat. And I talked last podcast about this Bernat Super Value yarn in the different colorways. And I was commenting on how different it is than Super Value from before. This is much nicer to work with. It's soft and squishy. And this colorway is Sea Taupe. I still have a few other colorways, and I'll show you as I make things. I'll show you the colorways. So anyway, I made a messy bun hat and only used that much, so I still have a lot to make another one. And yeah, made another one. I actually like the way the pooling happened. It's quite nice. So I made that. Now, speaking of pooling, I've been working on this. I've been watching Sarah Zimmerman from Repeat Crafter Me, and I made this. It's a baby blanket with planned pooling, and I used the exact yarn she was using, and I love it. I love how it worked up, but it will be going in a box, in the go to die box. I'm not going to finish it, and the reason is because planned color pooling, you actually have to watch what you're doing so that wherever the change happens, you adjust your gauge. And so I can't watch YouTube, I can't watch TV, can't even have a conversation. You have to be very in the moment. You have to watch what you're doing. So I will not be finishing this, but kudos to those who have the patience to do it because the effect is phenomenal. It's beautiful, but not going to finish it. So did that. Then I was also watching Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations on YouTube, and she's been on a circle vest kick. So I had to make one. So this was supposed to be for me, but I made the holes too small. I don't know, it's too small. So I just stopped, and now it's going to be a little girl's vest. I think it's beautiful. The reason I made it with one color is because you get to see the stitch work much more. That being said, that doesn't mean I'm not going to make it in multicolors or use one of the cake yarns, because I will definitely be making one for myself, but probably in a black. I think a black. I saw a meme once that said, if you crochet somebody something, you like them, but if you crochet something for somebody in black, you love them. And I love myself, so I think I'm going to make it in black. I think this will be awesome in black. Solid color, and you get to see the stitch work much more. You're not drawn to it by the colors. But I will make the colored ones too. So that turned out really nice. That'll go to probably my neighbor's daughter. That's all the crochet that I've done, but I did make another bag. Now this bag is an homage to my heritage here, and I did the one fabric up here and then a red at the bottom, box bottom. It's got a zipper, it's lined, but I did make some mistakes. So I'm going to try to show you. So it's going to be a little hard to see, but do you see the two lines don't meet up? The two sides do not meet up. Little disappointing, but it's functional. I'm going to have to practice that, watch more YouTube videos on sewing. But you know what? The other mistake, before I continue, the other mistake is this bag was supposed to have a handle, and it does have a handle. I sewed a handle in there, but then when I went to turn the bag inside out, the handle disappeared somewhere in there. Yeah, I sewed it wrong. So there is a handle in there, just not usable one. So now I'm going to have to figure out how to put a handle on the outside to make it and still look pretty. But I wanted to thank Kathy Gist, or Gist, I'm not sure which way to pronounce it. She suggested that I take a lined piece of paper and sew along the line without any thread. And that's how you practice your straight lines. An ingenious tip. Awesome, it worked. Because I will show you that my lines are getting straighter. I love it. Thank you, Kathy. It is an amazing tip. Everybody should learn that. And yeah, I'm going to keep practicing. So get that done. Now, I've been watching YouTubers and their Hobby Lobby hauls lately. And I don't want to say I'm envious because I'm happy for them. But I want some too. We do not have a Hobby Lobby up here. We don't have a Joann's. We don't have an AC Moore. And none of those companies ship to Canada. And even if they did ship to Canada, the shipping will probably be ridiculous. As a matter of fact, we can't even shop at Michael's online here. In Canada, there is no online shopping at Michael's. You only can go into the store. And Michael's has their sales, but I don't think they're as good as you Americans. Your sales are amazing. Anyway, but I did do some shopping. So I was searching online for some yarn and came across a little yarn store that was shutting its doors after many years. It was going out of business. And everything was like super on sale. So I bought over $300 worth of specialty yarn, and I paid, with shipping and everything, $180. I got 22 skeins of specialty yarn and these buttons. I got a bag of these buttons. So I guess it actually goes that way. For 180 bucks. Now let me show you what I got. So first off, I've been looking for cotton fabric that I would enjoy working with and that's light. The kitchen cotton, I don't really like it very much. I find it hurts my hand. It doesn't slide easily, but it's great for kitchen stuff. Just not good for garments. So the first thing that I found was Barocco Weekend, and it is a medium 4, and it's 75% acrylic, 25% Peruvian cotton, 3.5 ounces, 205 yards. So I'm hoping that this will make a nice shawl. So they don't have colorways, they have color numbers. So I have the gray and black. So maybe a shawl. If I have enough, maybe like a sweaterette. I don't know, is that a word? So I bought this. So I bought everything they had. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skeins of the same yarn in this colorway. It's like a tealy green color, like a seascape kind of color. This I'm hoping is enough for a summer cardigan. Fingers crossed that it is. So that. And then I got this yarn, which is from a Canadian company called Shellridge Yarns, and it is 100% superwash merino, number 3 DK weight. And so I got 2 skeins of the brown, and then I got 2 skeins of the wine, and then I got 2 skeins of the linen, and then I got 2 skeins of the marigold. This is my thought process. I'm hoping that that's enough for a sweater as well, a cardigan. These 4 colors together, either a shawl or maybe not a cardigan, maybe it's too busy for a cardigan, but maybe a shawl. So I'm thinking basically them 3 colors would be this, and then just a tiny little pop of yellow. I think that'll look nice. But it's squishy, it's soft, it smells good. So I think I lucked out. For 180 bucks, I got 22 skeins of yarn, which I think is pretty darn good. Anyway, that's all I've been up to. Yeah, I got lots of whips on the go, but we won't show those now. I like to keep my videos a little on the short side so that you come in, visit, and then you can move on. I don't want to keep your time, too much of your time. Anyway, thank you for all of the new subscribers and my loyal ones too. My numbers are going up. I hope you like what you see. If you do, give it a thumbs up or subscribe. And go back to the last video for my giveaway. That'll be on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So hopefully we'll have lots to choose from. Anyway, hopefully everybody has a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk soon.